Emotional intelligence is not something leaders develop once and then stop improving. It is an ongoing process that requires self-awareness, reflection, and intentional development. Leaders who consistently work on emotional intelligence build stronger relationships, make better decisions, and respond effectively to challenges. In this lecture, we will examine how leaders can continuously strengthen emotional intelligence and remain effective in an ever-changing workplace. Objectives of this lecture. In this lecture, you will learn why ongoing emotional intelligence development is valuable for leadership success, practical methods for strengthening emotional intelligence over time, how self-awareness and lifelong learning improve leadership effectiveness, why emotional intelligence requires ongoing development. Emotional intelligence develops through experience, feedback, and deliberate effort. Leaders who do not continue improving may struggle to adapt to team dynamics, miss opportunities to strengthen communication and relationships, lose connection with their team's needs. How emotional intelligence supports leadership growth. Leaders who invest in continuous development, increase self-awareness, they recognize how their emotions affect others, become more adaptable, they adjust their approach to meet changing demands, improve decision-making, they balance emotions with logic when evaluating choices. Example, a leader who previously worked in a structured corporate environment may need to adjust their emotional intelligence approach when managing a younger, more collaborative workforce. Risks of stagnation in emotional intelligence. Leaders who do not focus on emotional intelligence may have difficulty connecting with employees, struggle to resolve conflicts productively, reduce their ability to inspire and motivate teams. Strategies for strengthening emotional intelligence. Developing emotional intelligence is a lifelong process. The following methods help leaders refine these skills throughout their careers. Practicing self-reflection and emotional awareness. Self-reflection is an effective way to improve emotional intelligence. Leaders should evaluate their emotional responses in different situations, identify patterns in their behavior and decision-making, seek feedback from colleagues to gain an outside perspective. Example, a leader who notices they become defensive when receiving criticism can work on responding with openness rather than reacting emotionally. Seeking constructive feedback. Leaders can gain valuable insights by gathering honest feedback from employees and peers. Effective strategies include asking employees how they perceive leadership style, encouraging discussions on communication and decision-making, using feedback to improve interpersonal skills. Example, a leader who receives feedback that their communication style feels abrupt can make an effort to acknowledge employees' ideas and adjust their tone accordingly. Developing empathy through active listening. Empathy strengthens when leaders actively try to understand different perspectives. Key practices include focusing entirely on the speaker without formulating a response in advance. Ask open-ended questions to gain deeper insight into concerns. Validating emotions before suggesting solutions. Example, a leader faced with an underperforming employee asks, "What challenges are you facing?" rather than assuming the employee lacks motivation. Managing stress and emotions under pressure. Emotional regulation improves when leaders develop strategies to manage workplace stress, recognize personal emotional triggers, and adjust reactions accordingly. Use techniques such as mindfulness, deep breathing, or pausing before responding. Example, a leader feeling overwhelmed before an important meeting takes 5 minutes to practice breathing exercises, allowing them to stay composed and focused. Committing to lifelong learning. Emotional intelligence development never ends. Leaders can continue growing by reading books and research on emotional intelligence, attending leadership workshops or training sessions, learning from emotionally intelligent leaders through observation and mentorship. Example, a CEO who struggles with public speaking enrolls in a communication course to strengthen their ability to connect with employees in large meetings. Applying these strategies helps leaders refine emotional intelligence, improve decision-making, and foster strong workplace relationships. How lifelong learning and self-awareness improve leadership. Leaders who continuously develop emotional intelligence are better equipped to manage changing team dynamics, navigate complex challenges with emotional control, sustain long-term employee engagement, emotional intelligence as a leadership advantage. Leaders who prioritize emotional intelligence, build strong team connections, handle conflicts with professionalism, create a work culture that attracts and retains top talent. Example: a leader known for emotional intelligence earns employees' trust, increasing job satisfaction and reducing turnover. Staying adaptable through self-awareness. Leaders who improve self-awareness can recognize when their leadership approach needs adjustment, identify personal biases that affect decision-making, continue growing alongside their team and organization. Continuous development ensures leaders remain effective, engaged, and prepared for future challenges.